Good morning, good morning. Good morning, bae. Yo, Nas 100 is the wife. One pair, one strategy, and one session. That's all you need. Good morning, boo. Hey, beautiful. Let's check our news real quick. Today is Thursday. We have news at 10 a.m. Existing home sales. Not too much of an impact or anything to worry about. So we should be in the clear for today with no worries. Like I said, one pair, y'all. We trade NAS 100. One session, we trade New York session 9:30 to 11:30, sometimes 12, depending on the situation. And we have one strategy. Supply and demand on a 5-minute time frame. We in it for a short time, not a long time. And I got 3 simple rules. Wait for breaker structure. We'll go over that. Wait for price to return to the zone. We'll go over that. Entry on engulfing pattern or break of the candle outside of the zone. Real simple. We like to keep these markets simple. And as far as profit taking, we are taking the low hanging fruit, which means risk reward is 1 to 1 or 1 to 2. We're looking to aim for old highs or old lows and or fair value gaps. That's it. We're going to keep it simple. Hold on, let me get this tea popping. We got 14 minutes until market open. Make that tea action. And tea action. All right, got that settling. All right, let's do a quick review from yesterday, and then we'll do our daily analysis. So let's just jump right back down on the 5-minute time frame. Here's yesterday's ideals, targets, and unfortunately didn't get in. It wasn't the setup I was looking for. I was looking for buys, so it is looking real bearish. It is. So yesterday was 9:30 opening candle right here. We marked out this fair value gap on the 5-minute time frame and this fair value gap on the daily as our targets if we were to go down, and it actually did. This was our original zone, supply zone. Price broke structure. These are the rules. Oops, not that one. This low. This was the last low. Price broke structure to the downside. We mark up our supply zone, which is normally the last up close candle before it goes down. But since these are all 3 together, the zone is not too large. We're including them. Price return back to the zone, but my rule is if a candle closes outside of the zone, it's a no trade. This is disqualified for me. If it wicks out of the zone, that would have been okay, but we got a candle close outside of our zone, so I did not get involved with that trade, unfortunately. But there was other opportunities. Price broke this low again, broke a new low, so this becomes our new supply zone. Oh no, I'm sorry. It went even further. So the last up close candle before it breaks structure is this one right here. This was an opportunity to get in when price retraced and tapped our zone. And then you could have got in on this bullish engulfing or right when it broke this previous candle right here. This stop was very large, almost 100-point stop. So I would have reduced it a little bit, either to halfway to the zone and or to keep your losses even less. You could have did it at the top of this previous candle where you had entered. It did go through the daily fair value gap and it just kept melting. So yes, that could have been a profitable trade. It just wasn't in my plan. It wasn't the setup I was looking for, so I didn't take the trade. Days like that, you have to be cool and settled with not getting the bag and preserving your bag instead. But the setups were there. The setups were there. So we're going to get rid of all of this. But that was yesterday. Could have made money yesterday. And then we're going to go to the daily time frame and we're going to do our top-down analysis for the day. Again, we are still in the uptrend on the daily. This was last week. Pretty much just ranged all week last week. Here's our candle today, kind of indecisive. Here's Tuesday. Here's Wednesday. Oh, I'm tripping. Today's Thursday. Wednesday, Tuesday, and then Monday. Delete that. Yeah, so when I do my analysis, I try to keep it as simple as possible. Like I said, we still are in the uptrend. As you can see, it's making higher lows and higher highs. We wicked into all-time highs on Tuesday, but it rejected off of it. So I put this as a target, which it already hit. And then yesterday I put these equal lows as a target if it decides to retrace all the way down here, which is looking like it wants to continue down, but we'll see. Up to the 4-hour. Seems like we got a little bit of some sort of resistance here. The 1 hour. Looking like it's hanging and lingering around this daily fair value gap. And we'll go down to the 5 minutes. Keeping it simple. Right now, today, we are on a downtrend. Overall retracement in comparison to the daily time frame. But it looking like it came back up to this yesterday's 5-minute fair value gap. Kind of rejected from there. Went back through the daily fair value gap. Looked like it's rejecting. So I think I'm in favor of a potential sell today. So if we want sales, I have to break this low. If I want to buy, it will definitely have to break this high for sure. So sales is looking more promising. We have targets down here. Low. Here's a swing low. Target 1. Here's a swing low. Target 2. But these are right next to each other. So I'm going to just put it like right about here. Touching this low and touching this low at the same time. So, and then if we do hit those targets today, it's definitely, in my opinion, going to go to these equal lows. But that's a long way. But who knows? Yesterday did a big leg down. Today or Friday could do the same exact thing. One leg down. Yeah, it definitely can go. So it's 9:24, 9:25. We got 5 minutes to market open. Let me get this tea organized, ready for consumption. And that's it. That's the analysis. That's the analysis. And the reason why I said price has to break this one, because this is the major structure. I wanna see if it's gonna go up. We need to break major structure, not just these bare minimums, the minor structure. And we're around fair value gap, so we want to make sure price goes clear of the gap and shows us where we at. Where we at? That's not the tool I'm looking for. There we go. We want to make sure price breaks clear of that, then gives us some type of demand zone, then we can take it out. So we have more resistance here as far as breaking these minor structures than we have here taking out these lows. So I'm interested in the sell. But at the end of the day, come to the charts with no bias because anything can happen. So I have a plan for if it breaks low, and I have a plan for if it breaks higher. Mark out. Mark out targets to the upside too. Breaks that high. Those are equal highs too right here. Yeah, target. This side. That swing high, and then other one's a bit. Oops. Other one's a bit further away, but it's there. So we shall see. We got a lot of bearish action after yesterday. Remember, it was coming out of this range, and I wanted to see it really come out. So I didn't take that first jump, but the second jump was there. It definitely was there. So now we wait. We don't react, we wait, and we hunt for our setup, period. We hunt for our setup. Let the market dance around. Let's see here, broke this little minor structure right here. Broke it, had its own, came back up. That's a pre-market if you want to do that with the minor structure breaks, but less probability, but you can make money. But something like that would be just going against going with the trend, but going against our most recent trend, which is down now. High, low, lower high. And we want to expect to make it a lower low. Look like it's going back into this daily fair value gap. Another chilly morning. Another chilly morning, guys. What time I came to work? Yeah, don't tell me I was the best. Yeah. Shoot. All right. Market open. Market open. See what it do. Will it continue going up? Oh yeah, and also, if you know, you know. 9 times out of 10, I'm never gonna enter on that 5 minute market open candle. Pretty much gambling, even though you can have the trading with the trend, you can have the setup like here, bro came back like just let's just say we're looking to buy and it broke that minor structure and it came back into this zone right here, right? Check that blue candle. And let's just say this is 925 candle and this was 935 candle. That market open candle, I'm not taking it because it could do anything. It could wick down, wick up, wick down. It could do anything. So for me, that's a gamble. Even if the setup is perfect like this was, if this was a 930 opening, I would have not taken it. Everything showed promising. Wicked into the zone. It didn't give us a bullish engulfing. We couldn't get a break of the candle, but that would be like a more of a aggressive entry. It'll be out of our rules, but it'll be more of aggressive entry just knowing that a bullish candle is coming out of here. So if you would have took this at the 930 candle, you'll be gambling. Like for real, for real. 930 open, you never know what's going to be. Now, it didn't open crazy today, but shoot, I've learned my lessons numerous of times. Numerous. All right. It was a pretty unexciting opening. Pretty unexciting opening, but it did break a new high. But this as your zone, no way, Jose. No way, Jose. I guess it ain't too bad. It looked bigger than what it was, but anything past 50 points, you gotta start considering lowering your lot size. Even though on here, I treat this with a 50K account. I treat this with a 50K account and then risking 1% of that, which would be $500. So that's how I go about it. Disclaimer, this is not financial advice. Nor this is a signals page. We just having some fun and making profits, but we just having some fun. All right, 9:30 was probably the least active I've seen in a while from Bay. She did not go sporadic like she normally does, but it is what it is. Move this out the way. Yep, up to the 1 hour again. 1 hour. Tip to tap. Okay. All right. Let's see if this let's see if opening price, today's opening midnight price, and the top of this fair value gap. Let's see if that acts as some type of resistance. Let's see if it's just doing a small retracement to the upside and then continue down. So it broke to the highs. Coming back down. Technically, that'll be the zone, but I'm not looking for buys until it reaches here. We have to get through traffic. To me, I see this as traffic. I have to clearly get away from traffic in order to take a buy up. But let's say this wasn't here. Just to keep it simple, not knowing that daily fair value gap is there. Breaker structure, return back to the zone, up, broke structure again. Well, broke structure here, turn back to the zone. Could have been a buy pre-market. Broke structure here. If it returns back to the zone, you can look for a buy. But we want break this structure, create a new zone, then look for buys. because that means this was the high, this area here, low, lower high, but it didn't make a lower low yet. So if it breaks here, it's breaking the current trend on the 5-minute, which is the downtrend. And then we know once it does that, it's going to continue up, potentially going back towards the all-time highs again. But we just needed to go to this target or anything in between. So coming back to opening price, this also can act as a resistance or support. I mean, you might as well just include this little candle too, because this would be green. That is zone. Yeah, 70. It's a large zone, guys. It's a large zone. So it did come back. Gave us an opportunity to enter. First target definitely be this high. 1-1 would be, 1-1. This high, breaking that high. And then 1-2 be our other target right there. For those of you who don't know, let's go over this tool again. It's settings. Again, whatever your account size is. So if you're doing a 50K prop firm challenge, you will put it here, or 100K, you'll put it here. Your risk to reward, you can do it in dollars or percentages. So 1% of 1% of 50K is $500, or 0.5% would be $250. And then those are the two settings you do. Push OK. And then here it will show you no matter what your stop is, you're only going to be risking 500. See, the key is the quantity that you put in. So for this stop, you put in 6 lots. If it was tighter, 12 lots. That's what you look at. And then your profit shows you, say 1-1 right here, risk to reward ratio. That'd be 1-1. That'd be how much you'll make off of that 1-1. Risk reward 2. You're risking 1 to gain 2. Right there. Quantity, your lot size, 6. What you're willing to risk to lose, what you're willing to make. Pretty simple. And then the stop just represents how large that range is, or your stop, your target, how large that range is of your profit taking area. We're gonna put that to the side, but she look like she just going on up. She just going on up. What time we got news again? 10. It usually has it on here too, but Trading View. Sometimes this don't be showing you all the news. But it got the same thing too. But sometimes they don't show you all the news. I'm not sure if I could change the settings on that. Let me see. Yeah, price. What would latest news do? What's this? Oh yeah, I don't care about that. Trading views are awesome too, guys. Awesome. Or analysis. You can actually trade on here too. If you hook any of your brokers up. Right now we have a paper trade open. And this was from our why is that 55? I must have put the wrong lot size in, but we can actually reset this if we wanted to. Act like it's a 50K challenge. Even though we got to win on Monday. So I may place a trade on here, and whatever trades I take on here, I'm actually taking trades on my broker account. But I take a trade on here as well to show people. Following our 3 rules, show people how to enter, what to look for. You know, do it live, because a lot of these trading gurus, you never see them live trade. You just always see their results, but you never see them live trade. So and I'm not mad at people doing courses and stuff, but if you can't show me consistent results live, why should I buy your course? That's how they get people. People I've seen it done live, ICT, I've seen Q Banks, and the person that brought me back down to earth on these markets, Camellia. All those people actually trade live, and those are the people you want to trust. So I'm here, trade live too. Ooh, guys, we are moving. It don't look like it, but it looks like it. We get a break here. That's on way too far down though. I didn't expect it to go up that quickly, but it did. I'm wondering if it's just gonna sweep this high and then roll over again. Cause that's what Nas like to do. They like to sweep highs and lows and then go into the direction that the order flow is actually going. On the higher time frames, we know this is a uptrend. Got that daily candle. See? Kind of respected this gap. Wait. Didn't break any lows outside of this range. Respected this gap. You see this candle body opening. Opened. Went back through. This gap right here. So comes back down. Let's re-put that gap. And you don't have to do this. I just like seeing targets get hit and then seeing how it reacts off those targets. You don't have to do this, but some stuff I picked up from ICT that I do use for target taking or profit taking targets. And we're going to go back down to the 5. So it went back through this gap. And it is moving, bruh. Really? You ain't giving nothing back. I would have had to get what? If somebody got on here pre-market, man, you would be winning. You would be winning. Let's say you got in here. %. You already hit a 1 to 3 risk reward. You be halfway through with your first phase of your challenge. 1 trade, 1 pair, 1 session. One pair, 1 strategy, 1 trade. You don't need to take more than 1 trade each section. You don't. So for instance, take this tool. Let's just say your stop was, I'm not going according to the candles. I'm just showing you this tool. Let's just say your stop was at a 14 to gain a 1 to 2. You can put your lot size on 1 trade at 14. Or if you want to, you can do 2 orders of 7 lots. And then once you hit a 1 to 1, you can take that 7 lot off and then you have 7 running. Now, that's not going to give you your full. If you take 7 off, you're not going to get a full 500. You'll get 250, and then that other one will run to 1 to 2 to get your 500. Dang, it already hit our first target, y'all. Wait. Why did that move? I don't remember. Why'd I put it right there? I think the automatic thing. Even though that's a good spot because it's a little gap right there. It's a little gap right here. But we want to aim for it high. Break it at high. Or the close of the candles right there. That's what I usually like to do. Because sometimes it'll break the high. Sometimes it'll just go right to the close of those candles and drop down. Just a reminder of what we're doing. Strategy, supply and demand on a 5-minute time frame. Rules, wait for breaker structure. Wait for price to return to your zone, whether it be demand or supply. And then we're entering on an engulfing pattern or break a candle outside of the zone. This stuff happens inside of the zone. It's not valid. It has to come outside of the zone. Right now, it's not giving us nothing. It's just, see, old me. Like, man, I'm seeing all these up close candles, I'm entering. It's not a good habit to create. Sometimes it plays out, sometimes it doesn't. But it's not a consistent, duplicatable action to do. It's a bad habit you create. That's it. Dang. My boo didn't give me no time to get on the ride with her. Dang. She just gonna leave me like that. How she just gonna leave me like that? I ain't do nothing to you this morning. I woke up happy. I said good morning. I said, hey, beautiful. And you just gonna leave me? Come on. Don't do me greasy. Don't do me greasy. All right, let's see where it slows down. This is looking like it's slowing down like where I said it was. Don't believe me, just watch. This area right here is actually where we broke this low. Price came back and it tapped. Did it tap? Pretty much tapped that low. Oh, it actually didn't tap it. Now look at it. How you check that? You see how this wick right here? This is our zone yesterday, supply zone yesterday. Just go here, hold down, press and hold down, and it'll show you the open, the high, the low, and the close of this candle. So the open was the bottom. The low was the bottom right here in this bullish candle. Low, open. The high was the wick, and the close was the where it closed at right here before it went down again. So this open or this low was at 25.055, and this high was at 25.055.44. Hold on, let me see. 0.94. See, it barely, almost. But anywho, what we doing over here? See how I'm rejecting? I told y'all, close of these candles, if it's gonna reject, it's gonna reject on the close of those candles. See where these bodies of this candle is? Now it's rejecting. Now it's giving us a retracement. We don't have a zone, guys. We don't have a zone. We don't have a zone. A zone that I'm not interested in. I wouldn't want to wait for it to come way back down here. No telling how long that's gonna take. If somebody called that pre-market break, come back to the zone, bullish candle outside of the zone. Somebody called that pre-market. But we take our probability trades, man. Actually, that would be considered one because it's going with the order flow of the daily time frame. But after all this retracement, you gotta see this. You gotta see a correction. Like this showing me that it wants to go back up because it created a high, low, lower high. It didn't create a lower low. Instead of creating a lower low, it made a new high. So That's why my bias switches from potentially taking sales to now taking a buy. Back with the higher time frame order flow, which is bullish. Whenever we take a trade on with the higher time frame order flow, the probability increases. But let's just see what it do. It's already hit our first target. Second target. I was looking for a gap maybe closer in between here. So we don't need much to make. You don't need much to make a lot. But this target makes the most sense. Okay, give a little retracement. Dang. See? The old feelings coming back. Fear of missing out. I feel like I missed out. Nah, we ain't missing out as long as we got our capital still. We are not missing out. Waiting for our setup. $10 o'clock. 10 o'clock home sale news. Existing home sales. Like I said, that news really, orange folders really ain't look red on here. Trading View is orange. I mean, Forex Factory is orange. Yeah. Now tomorrow, we got all kinds of news. 8:30 CPI, that's a big one. PMI, not as, let's just say it's less volatile than CPI. But nonetheless, we gotta look out for that tomorrow. Hopefully today gives us some type of setup. If not tomorrow, for sure. See what we want to do here, cause it's really not showing us much. Slightly broke all-time high on Tuesday. Strong retracement. Coming back up, made a new high. Now some type of support here. But we shall see. Nothing that's standing out right now. The other thing could just be doing is high, low, lower high. It could sweep this high and then come down. Because on the 1 hour, price broke this low. So your supply zone will be here. This candle, oops. You trade the 1 hour. This will be your supply zone. Because price broke this low. Break structure. Return back to that zone. So we get a little pullback. Maybe a demand zone create. Target this area, which is in between our two targets. But let's not get ahead of ourselves. That's if you trade in 1 hour. Can make that happen for a little sell. We have no demand zone right now, guys. Unless this shorts comes back down to this old high, which I think it might do. Breaks that high. Now we got a demand zone. But let's just see. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. Let price tell you and show you what's it gonna do. Miss Bay left us, so she got up. She got gone. She got gone, man. Hey. You know. The only other possibility I showed you on the 1 hour higher time frame. Let's go down the lower time frame. Show you what could have been possible if you trade the 1 minute. We will look. Break it this high. Because on 9:30, before 9:30, it already broke that high. So, could hop down on a 1 minute. And said, okay, broke the high pre-market. And then when market opened, this will be your demand zone for taking buys. Broke high. Now that's your demand zone. Price did come back down, 931, tapped it. Didn't give us an engulfing. Didn't give us an opportunity of a break of a candle. Unless you got in right here. Possibility, but look how large your stop would have been. Right? Engulfing. Stop would have been, if not at the bottom of the zone, the bottom of this candle. Right? Which is about 28. Not too bad. And then you would have targeted, well, either got a 1-to-1. There's your 1-to-1. And that is around node high. Then your 1-to-2. Opening price, or this high right here. Let's just say, nope, wasn't looking sweet. We're on the 1 minute. This was the high. This candle right here made a new high. Now this would be your zone. Right? Price came up, broke this high, came back up, came back down, retested our zone, gave us wicks down into the zone, and go from right here. Put it at the bottom of this candle or outside the zone. I would just shorten it up the bottom of this candle because it's just wicking. Wicking into the zone, wicking out, boom. 1-to-1. 1-to-2. Price makes new highs. New high. Price broke out. Didn't come back to the zone. Price made a new high. And demand zone broke out. It's coming back to the zone now. So on and so forth. We on the 5 minute. So on the lower time frame, you did have entries. They weren't perfect as far as entry patterns, but as far as following our rules, it did do that. For me to take an entry or a setup on a 1 minute, yeah, it'll have to definitely be in the order flow. Like none of this. We'll have to already be in an uptrend market. None of this. I guess the only entry now that I see it, which is a bit tight, would have been here. Price broke this high. Broke the high here. This candle open, dipped back down into our zone, came back out, break of this candle, or close of this candle. But again, that's on that 935 candle, so nope. I don't do it. I don't do it. Let's just keep it simple. Don't enter on that 930 candle is my rule. When you're doing a Prop Firm challenge, you want A+ setups, meaning it has to be clear. Clear. And what I think it did is just broke this high. Now it's retesting the high. And for those retest traders, they'll be in on this. When it breaks a high or retests the high, we gonna have a demand zone. Boom. You can enter. That's the thing where your stop will be. I don't know. Maybe at the low of this candle, once this candle closes. Maybe. Maybe. Let's just say it gives us an engulfing stop below that candle. 1 to 1. 1 to 2. But that is not our strategy. Just having fun till it presents us our strategy, our setup. It's Thursday already. Thursday already. Remember, we don't have to make a trade every day to be profitable. Don't have to make a trade every day to pass a Prop Firm challenge. Get out of that mindset. Stay off of YouTube or IG or whoever's posting profits, because they're gonna tempt you to excite you off of their profits and their wins. And so now you're gonna be in an emotional state to just take stuff that's not really there. It's not really promising. I know, believe me, I went through years of that. Strategy hopping, mentor hopping, and just being on Facebook, seeing everybody has the golden strategy, right? No, find a strategy that resonates with you, that's simple enough, that is duplicatable, and then find a mentor who, resonates with you as well. I'm still growing, but I found me something that I'm going to stick with, at least for this pair, and until I get to the point where I need to be. And then we'll see. But I do flirt with or Euro USD. Yesterday, Euro USD played out here. I marked that up. I said you can enter. This was a bullish engulfing. I normally like to see an engulfing outside, but this candle didn't engulfing outside of the zone. Could have had an opportunity there. And then this was a target, and this was a target. So we can erase that. We can look at, because this strategy works for all pairs, guys. All pairs. Market open for the New York session. Forex pairs is at 8. Oh, market open. Kind of did a similar thing. Broke this minor structure here. Baby candle. Demand zone here. Came all the way back down. Break of the candle outside the zone. Bullish candle. Went on up. Broke that high. Then come back to the demand zone. Made a new high. Broke it. Then we come back to lowest candle. Demand zone. Made a new high. Broke that new high. Here is your new zone. But it already took out from this initial break 1, 2 targets, 3 targets, and that will be a last target. Could have made money on Euro. Go to GU. What's GU looking like? $8. Like downtrend action. Broke this low right here. Came back up. Just disrespected our zone. Just disrespected our zone, bruh. Disrespect. But I did mark up this daily fair value gap. So right now, taking trades inside of this. Taking trades inside of this is like taking a trade inside a ranging zone. Inside this gap, see from here to here, there's a gap of price, then coming back into this like a paintbrush. It just went up, it didn't come down. It didn't fill in the paint. So right now it's filled multiple times here. You see how you don't want to trade inside of a gap. So that's why I use gaps as targets versus trading inside of it. Anywho, nope, broke. All right, zone for a sell. Let's go. Let's pop back in, see what's going on. Nothing much. Nothing much. Let's go to shoot. Delete all that. Price did the exact same thing. Exact same thing. On US 500 structure. Didn't hit the zone here. Right? Break a new high. Here that zone. It's coming back towards this zone. Nothing yet. It did get closer to this one than NAS 100 right now. Let's go to US 30. $930 here. Big candle. Again. Broke this minor breaker structure right here to the upside. Came back down to the zone. Full buy. Could have entered. I would have entered break of this candle body. Made a new high way up there. Oh wait, broke this high. Tipped it right there. Made a new zone. Wick back into the zone. Your entry could have been right there. Breaking that candle outside of the zone. So we have better entries, more breathing space on these ones than NAS. Broke the high, tested the zone, test the zone one more time, break of this candle. It's actually giving me another opportunity. Came back to this zone. 1 minute. If that one closes, you can long get this on. There's 1 minute left. Shame. Break of that candle. Aim for this high, at least the 1-to-1. 1-to-1 on this high. Keep it simple. Bullish engulfment if it does it. See how I just whipped past it? That's why I like to wait for candle closes. That's exactly why I like to wait for candle closes. Okay. Push. Give me that push. There you go. Paper trading is not live trading on actual account, but I'm gonna paper trade this. Put the low here. CB here. Where's our 101? 101 is there. It's not my pair, guys, so this is not a live trade on this one. But Nas, what Nas is doing? Okay. So now this acted as open price acted as some support, some sort of support. So give me an opportunity. Come on and break this high. And then this will be our new zone. Not our new zone yet. This US already retraced. It's going back up. US 500, US 30 already retraced. Going back up. Come on. Do your thing. Give us an opportunity. Do your thing. Do your thing. Don't do me greasy. I want to see it break this because then I'll know it'll give us some room to hit this second target. But if it takes its time just to retrace all the way back down to the first zone, yay. Oops. Let's go. And zone for people that are new. Chiming in. Dang, 10:30 already? Shoot. We did some slow motion. She wanted to leave us this morning. Like, she wanted to leave us this morning. I should have been paying closer attention because it did tap in and it did break the candle. Should have been paying attention, Jay. Shoulda, woulda, coulda. That is my fault, guys. I did not pay attention. You know why I didn't pay attention and catch that trade? It's because Slick had a bias. Slick had a bias to the downside. Approach these charts unbiased. And that would have been a trade to take because it is going with the daily time frame order flow. What you gonna do? What you gonna do? All right, might come back down. Uh-oh. This one might take an L. I didn't even do a full analysis on this one, so yeah, it's inside this gap. But yeah, this one just looked like it retraced a little bit, and then it's might continue down, but we'll see. They all looking similar except this one. You know you got the thing now, like, girl, you got that thing real. Patience. Patience. Patience pays. Oh. Shoot. Oh, shit. Set alarm and get a quick stretch in. Come on, give us an opportunity, baby. Give me a second chance opportunity. Nah, I'm not anxious, guys. I'm just talking out loud, thinking out loud. Stay relaxed. Wait. If it breaks that high, your demand zone could be this this last down close candle before it breaks the high, and or this one, because they're right next to each other. This gives you more breathing room right here. This gives you a tighter stop. So you could find a position long in here. This is only under 50 points. So it wouldn't be bad. And then 101, depending on where we enter. Keep it simple. Now, technically, it did break that high, so we're going to keep this zone. Keep this zone. Keep the zone. So, I feel like it's gonna give us an opportunity, peoples. This would be about a 10 lots. Break structure, trace back to the zone, look for an engulfing, or break up the previous candle. $10.40. Let's see. Get your trading platform ready. Set lot at 10 for right now. If you're risking 500, let's see. Breaks high. Looking for that retracement back to the zone. Slow motion. US 500 doors going back up. It's 30. Might make his way back up. Might not. Right now. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Don't leave me again. Baby, don't leave me again. Don't leave me again. There you go. Turn around, pick your boy up. Turn around and pick your boy up. Turn around and pick your boy up. Delete that. Get that out the scene. Get that out the scene. Why is that? My phone's supposed to be silent. Let me stop loss. TP 1-1. Depending on where we at, so I can't really set the TP right now. All right. Give us some type of retracement. Give us some type of retracement. There you go. Come to Papa. Come to Papa. All right, tapped into our zone. If this plays out, I am taking a live trade. But we gonna see. We gonna see. In the zone. That look like it might hit TP. Get back on the ass. Let's go. Tap to the zone. I need a bullish candle. I need a bullish candle. I need a bullish candle. There we go. There we go. There we go. There we go. Come on. Patience. It's looking like farther away from my zone. Bullish candle. There we go. We got 4 minutes left. I think I'm going to enter the break of that candle for sure. Definitely in there. Stop here. Our 1-to-1 is here. We in there, y'all. We in there, y'all. We just need a 1-to-1. 1-to-1. Looking good so far. All right, now we just let it go. Oops, let me set the TP at 1-to-1. Win, lose, or draw. We followed our rules. We follow the rules. We just need a push. Give me a push. I like it because none of these candles really close inside the zone. Give me a push. Come on. Come on. Nah. Patience. We want instant gratification, but we just gotta let the market do what it's gonna do. It's gonna be in our favor or it's not gonna be in our favor. We have now accepted both ways. We accepted a loss. We accepted TP. Now, it's not to say you can, depending on your situation, you could just take profit wherever you see fit. But at least a 1-to-1, especially to pass these challenges, at least a 1-to-1. And that is a decent little area. Take profit. That's 30 is almost there. It's the paper trade. We didn't take that live. 500 going up. So every one of these are in sync. So we should be profitable. We should be. If you want to move your stop below here, you can do so. If price did come back down, I'll hold it. It is what it is. But let's see. Give us a little push. A little push at the low order block, right? This previous demand supply zone. I ain't worried about that right now. Got to 11:30. Price comes back down, you still have, you might give you another opportunity. Let's do happy face. And then let's do, is there a sad face on here? Let's do this. You gotta make this fun, guys. You gotta make this fun. Oh, why did it turn upside down? A little retracement action going. It is pulling a hezzy. Come on. You can do it. You can do it. It gave us a little push, and then it affected us out a little bit. Tapping his zone again. So now, if it don't break our zone, it gives us another engulfing. It could be an opportunity to enter again. But I'm good with one order. I'm good with one order. $10.54. I don't like this candle closing in the zone. Continue to wick out. Continue to wick out. Dang, TB didn't hit yet on. Close. If I was paying attention to this, I probably would have just took profit. What we doing, Nazi? You juking your boy? Oh, you juking me? If not, you definitely taking your time. You're definitely taking your precious time. No. All right, guys. Hold your positions. She not acting right. Look at this drawdown. We did not get a good push. Now you want to come into my personal space. You want to come into my personal space, man. For what? Why we just could go straight to our destination? Why we had to make a detour? Why we had to make a detour? 2 minutes left on this candle. Let's see what it do. Do what it do, baby. Excuse me. We are live, people. This is the markets. That's what it does. Accept your fate. Accept your fate. See a wick into the zone. Another bullish candle coming out the zone. It's going to be another entry if you want. Rack them up, stack them up. But I'm cool with my one entry. We want to risk 1% and 1% only. And even if this didn't go in our favor, we still up from Monday. So it would be not even $200 loss. We would actually still be in the green. Come on, baby, do the little. Let's see what the other jokers are doing. Not this. Not this. Okay, we're going back up on US 5, US 30. Still hasn't hit the TP yet. I need to set the right lot size enough for this. This was just showing you that break, retest, engulfing, or break of the candle. Entry. That's what it was showing. That's what I was trying to show you, just the entry. The entry, and most important, following your rules. With an uptrend. So when it teeter-totters like this, it's actually showing a bit of support right here on this daily fair value gap. Went down into it. Didn't close into it, so you should still be confident about this trade. And TP, this one could have entered on as well. Let me go back to our stuff. Let's stay here. Focused. Focused, people. This is what we're in on. We just need a push. Good signs. All the good signs. We just need a push. It's 11 o'clock. We need to push up, not down, y'all. You heard me. Taking a little longer than I would like, but hang in there, guys. Hang in there. If it takes us out, I want to see a strong candle, not a wick. I be hating those losses where it just wick you out. Like, come on, man. Don't do me greasy with a wick out. I need a strong takeout. Full. I don't want the candle to close outside this zone. Let me know I was wrong. Don't come down wick out. Be like, gotcha, and go back up. That's how the market be doing sometimes. But nonetheless, we did miss the big move. But I wasn't willing to take the trade on the opening candle and on this minor breaker structure. I was waiting to see here. Break structure, what you did. So I'm not mad at this trade at all. At all. Minute left on this candle, minute and a half left on this candle. If it wicks out and close bullish, that is a very good sign. Because if it breaks these candles lows, then closes below these candles lows. Because you can see all these candles are pretty much in the same vicinity as far as the closes. So that's some type of support there, aka our demand zone. And hopefully it sticks. Every time I talk positivity, you want to jump back down on me. Oh, shoot. Tired, y'all. Tired. I don't want to play around. What we playing around for? We got until noon to see if we gonna be in profit if it don't take us out. Unless I don't have to work or I have a little couple extra minutes past noon. Other than that, I'm out at noon. If it don't take us out before then or hit our TP, we just gotta take what we got. New candle, 11:05. It is 61 degrees here. Still too cold for me. I do not like the cold. All right. All this hanky panky. Doing the same thing on NAS. US 30, tracing. You want to see those hold. Stay bullish. Come on, quit playing with us. Take us out. Or take us to the promised land. What you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you? Oh, what am I supposed to do? You're in that zone. What you're supposed to do is go up. That's what you're supposed to do. I don't want a pity pat. I want a pity pat when I go live. I got a feeling it's pity patting around. Let's see. I got a feeling it's pity patting around until noon, and then noon is probably gonna either come down or go up. Patience, people, patience. Patience, people. Patience, people. I need to come on because I use the bathroom too. What you gonna do when it come for you? When did we enter? We entered at 10:45. It is now 11:10 basically. New candle. Don't break these lows. We be cool. Don't break these lows. We be cool. Break these highs. Don't break these lows. Come on now. Come on. Come on now. Yeah, I think it's gonna pity pat around to about lunchtime, noon. we missed all the momentum. All the momentum. Bruh, you're not supposed to go down, you're supposed to go up. Bruh. Keep tapping us on. I ain't know Bay was a tap dancer. Come on now. Shoot. Mm-mm-mm. What you gonna do when it comes for you? Nah, let's not be negative. Let's replace this face. Because if it does stop us out, oops, we're still grateful that it gave us an opportunity to trade again. Don't look at it in negative. If it goes this way, gives us another opportunity to trade again. And we followed our rules. Risk management is on point. At the end of the day, we showed up. But I'm mad it had to make me wait this long. Them be the worst. Yeah, you you wait your whole session. At the end of the session, you get stopped out. You be like, what? Sheesh. Why'd you do that to me? All right, so. You know, that's baby. I'm like, that day for real. Come through, come through, come through. Girl, you know we got things to do. What you gonna do? What you gonna do? What you gonna do? You trying to go down? You trying to go down and stop your boy out? Or no? Ooh, he's getting active. He's getting active, y'all. And getting active, y'all. Get this out the way. Ooh. Aye. We are approaching termination. Termination. Guys, do not get out early. Be comfortable with taking an L. We're going to win more than we lose. So, do not. You'll have your risk management right. You should not be worried about this loss if it's a loss. $30 more seconds on this candle. Let's see what it want to do. Let's see what it want to do. Make it do what it do. All right, new 5-minute candle. What you gonna do? It's getting close, guys. It's getting close to the stop loss. Don't take your boy out. Don't do me greasy today on a Thursday. Don't do me greasy on a Thursday. My stop on my live account is closer, actually. It's here on my live account. Oh. Trying to be realistic. Here's my stop. At these numbers right here. Do not stop me out and go up. Do not do that. Them be the L's that hit. Regular L, if you keep going down, cool. But if it's time y'all go up, I don't want to be. It's going to linger in my mind for a couple hours. I ain't gonna lie to you. It's gonna linger for a couple hours. Come on, give us a little push to the upside. I appreciate if you keep these wick action going, but I need you to give me a push up. I need this candle to engulf this candle for sure. There you go. You're listening to me now. Go ahead and engulf this candle. And even better, break these eyes. Come on. Because that actually, low key, if you would have missed the first entry, that engulfs, you can definitely enter again or have an opportunity to enter at actually a better price. Come on. Forget about it. Forget about it. So my internet, man, my internet keep going in and out on my phone. Yeah, it's either gonna take us out or it's gonna make us work for this 1-to-1. They got to put in a little work on Thursday. I see, dang. They're like, nah, you thought you had it sweet. You thought I was gonna give it to you quick, fast, and a hurry, huh? Nah, you gonna have to wait. You gonna have to have them sweaty palms first. We got a grinder tray, y'all. We got an indecisiveness. Show us some love on Thursday, baby. Show us some love on Thursday, baby. Mm. I'm telling y'all, it's looking like it's trying to hold out until news. I mean, not till news, until noon before it actually makes some type of push, either down or up. You were supposed to close outside. Let me look at these other period by. Still hope on this one. I can't believe this one still didn't go yet. Like, what are we waiting for, people? Playing around, man. Well, this one didn't break on the line, so. Alright, dancing around again, y'all. That one. Okay. Okay. I like the push. Give us that same push. Give us that same energy on this one. Give us the same energy. Okay, so the US 31 hit. You guys were in tune to that one. We just need this one to show us some love. And go with this candle. Come on. We still gotta work. We still gotta go 100 yards. We in our own end zone still. We gotta go 100 yards. Come on. We'll be like a cortisone shot. Give you false hope. False hope. And if you find yourself to be a really emotional person, like when you set your stop in your TP, you can definitely walk away. Because you have to accept what it is. The only reason why I like staying on is because sometimes it'll inch towards your 1-to-1 majority of the time. Like it'll go up to here and then go down. Like if I'm seeing this in live and I know the candle hasn't closed yet, I'm gonna stay on until it hit my 1-to-1. But if the candle closes like right here, I'm taking that profit. Taking that profit all day, every day. Yeah, that we don't want to be right. We don't want to be wrong. We want to be profitable. Period. All right, we back above our interest. Sheesh. Hopefully that was just a storm. Hopefully we can weather the storm and get our profits. I'm gonna try to get out before noon. Try to get out before noon, guys. And also, above this high is a small little gap in price. I did not see that. Okay, that. Small little gap. Hit it once there, but come on. Come on, yeah. 2 minutes on this candle. Technically, if you missed our entry, it just made a new high. This will be a demand zone. If you're just now tuning in, but I wouldn't even enter this late. Generally, you don't want to take a entry past 11, so we're just gonna keep ours on where it's at. This is real life live trading, guys. Money's on the line. And gave me a little baby push though. There you go. There you go. Guys, if we make it to a 1-to-1 and you want to hold it for a 1-to-2 or this area right here, as soon as it hits 1-to-1, put your stop to break even. 1-to-1. Yeah. And 1-2. Yeah. Hits 1-to-1, move your stop to break even. Just above break even. This one gonna make me wait. No. If you're impatient and you know you over leveraged, because because you was sweating when it was coming down here. You know you're over leveraged. Reduce half of your loss when you stop it here below this candle. But if not, you happy with what you're willing to risk, keep your stop. So look like it's pity patting around. Still has the opportunity to go down like it's doing now. Did not want to see that one. Did not want to see that big candle. No, man, we didn't want to see that, man. Wicking towards the top. Wick past that high. Wick past. it got resistance right here. This is where it's struggling at, y'all. This is where it's struggling. And I should have spotted that out right after this gap. It's a block. I should have spotted that out, but we shall see. Oh, shoot. Yeah, I'm tired now. I am tired. If nothing happens by noon, I might stay until 12:30 at the latest. But if not, I'm just gonna keep my stop loss and my TP, and then we can review what happens tomorrow. Because my patience is low right now. It's broke. US. People know broke structure. Last down close candle before we broke structure. We entered on the break of this candle. Gave you another entry. If you wanted to get in on this engulfing, these two bullish candles. And now it is slow winding, but we have some resistance to the left, an old supply zone. At this point, in general, I don't care if I lose or TP. I just want something to happen. Like, shoot, we've been sitting since 10:45. It's about to be 11:45 an hour. Typically, guys, I'm not waiting, especially if I'm already in a trade, an hour for a TP. Yeah. So I wouldn't be mad if you took a small loss right now. Decided to take a small loss and dip out, but when I do these things live, I like to see it all the way through. So if I exit it now, we will still be in the green for the week. But I'm trying to just let it play out as if if I placed a trade and walked away from the charts and did my thing. You wouldn't have any emotions right now. It would just be it is what it is. But since you're sitting watching it, now you got all these thoughts going. Yeah, should I get out early? Should I get out if it comes back to my entry? Versus if I wasn't looking at this, it wouldn't matter. I'd be going about my day, knowing it is what it is. This is the psychology of trading. This is what people go through, but they don't speak it out loud. I'm speaking it out loud. Seeing these candles go back and forth for an hour, man, you like, I'm gonna just get out. then you like, there's always that possibility of a win. So it's really up to you. You want to take a small L and potentially miss out on the win, or you want to wait this thing out and see your destiny. But it ain't looking sweet. It's ranging, even though we got all these wicks to the bottom, we did have this wick to the upside. Come on, make some motion some way. Come on now. The fact that this thing keep going. Sheesh. Oh, dang. I swear, do not wake me out and then go back up. You better. There you go. All right, I'm out. It took me out. It took me out. And it better keep going down to us. I'm going to be pissed. Why is it italicized? Do not. Took a loss for the day, guys. Comes with the territory. Comes with the territory. All right, I'm exhausted. We took an L. Either way, we still got a happy face because we still live to see another day to trade. Unlike other people who have poor risk management, that probably was a super big L for them. No, keep going down. Do not, like I said, do not wake me out and go back up. But let's revert back to our rules. Did we follow them? Yes, so you shouldn't be mad at today's L. Supply and demand on a 5-minute time frame. Wait for breaker structure. Wait for price to return to zone. We did. We entered on entry on an engulfing pattern or break a candle. We did both outside of the zone. Boom. Profit taking we set. It just wasn't our day. It just wasn't our day. Hardly. If you got in on that US 30, you would hit the TP. You would have for sure hit the TP. Nasty just wanted to be a bugaboo. Bugaboo. All right, y'all. Signing out. I got to go to work. We'll see what it does tomorrow when we review. But like I said, if this thing go back up, ooh, ooh. Now, if you marked out real quick, because technically these are right next to each other. So if you marked out this and had a bigger zone, that zone is humongous though. It's over 100. Over 100. Better yet, just use that one. Yeah, I'm not even gonna say that. That zone would be massive. Massive. Yeah, so we're just gonna keep what we had so we can review it yesterday. Review it tomorrow. I said yesterday. Entered here. Stops here. That's what we want. All right. Y'all was watching live. Yeah, we took an L. It comes with it. But we're still up. So until tomorrow, y'all take it easy.